We did a full seismic upgrade, new roof, well, on the primary buildings and the annex. While we were doing that, we did an energy upgrade. We insulated the classrooms, put in high R-value windows, insulated the walls, which several of them weren't because it was such an old building. We upgraded all of the finishes, new whiteboards, new flooring, new cabinetry, everything, new lighting to make it a better learning space. And then we did the cafeteria. We did polished concrete, all new finishes throughout, plus seismic upgrade, like sound insulation in the cafeteria. The cafeterias get really loud and it's all brick walls. So the voices just bounce off the walls and trying to keep the noise level down for the staff because the students at that age can get a little rambunctious when they're happy.
So I first came into my classroom I think the second day of work, and I got to see what it looked like. It's beautiful. I feel like the space is open, it's really conducive to learning. You know, I have plenty of storage, so kids can access what they need, and also, you know, I can put things away that we don't need every day.
Originally, the ceiling area was way higher, and you could see like the vents, you could see like the tubing for the vents. It wasn't much of a pretty sight. So having a lot more light is significantly better. It's a big improvement. Usually it would be a little hard to get like light in here, and sometimes we couldn't even count on like the sunlight since the sun doesn't hit this direction. All of these cubbies are all new paint. Like it's all very, I don't know, it just looks beautiful. I have a lot more storage. Yeah, it makes a big difference, a huge difference. So if I ever plan on getting other stuff or I have more books delivered to me, then I can easily find a place to put them instead of just like stockpiling them all on top of my teacher area, my desk area.
TMS, we did a full seismic upgrade and new roofs on both gyms, the cafeteria, the sports commons hallway, the music room, and the tech room. And then on the other side of the building, we polished about 16,000 square feet of concrete in the hallways, and we remodeled 4 bathrooms. And in addition to that project, the gyms are all new as far as all the finishes, new bleachers in the big gym, all new lighting, pretty impressive project. The roof in the big gym had to come completely off because the plywood up top, it wasn't plywood, and it wasn't seismically good. So had we had a seismic event, the walls could have fallen, the roof could have come down, all of that stuff. So all of that was replaced. They did all new columns to tie the walls together and tied that, you know, poured new foundation where those go into, and then tied everything to the roof, all the beams, so that in a seismic event, the gyms wouldn't shift and fall over. In the sports commons area, which is where a lot of the students are for lunch, sporting events, things like that, we did inclusive restrooms, so all genders can use it, staff can use it, kids can use it. It's 7 individually framed toilet compartments, and then large hand wash sinks with a great big open doorway and lots of mirrors. We have heard from other districts in the state that it cuts down on vandalism, which is a problem at that age, and vaping and things like that you would hope they wouldn't be doing, but it's supposed to cut down on that since there's a staff member could always come in to use a toilet compartment. And then we also put in addition to the inclusive restrooms, we did 2 gender neutral restrooms, or like family style, where, you know, somebody could take their kid in to change them or whatever, but it's just an individual toilet compartment. And in the locker rooms, the PE locker rooms got all new lockers because they were original. There were quite a few upgrades. It was a seismic remodel, but if you were there, you would think that it was just a remodel, a refreshing of the spaces. The thing is that TMS was the original Talent High School, and Talent Elementary was Talent Elementary, and all of that was there before Phoenix and Talent combined, which I believe was in the 60s. And then, of course, at TMS, there's been, I believe, 6 additions as the school's grown. And so that's why a lot of the classroom areas were newer, so they didn't need the seismic upgrade as badly as the gyms, the cafeteria, all of that. Plus, that school is a emergency evacuation point in the event of a natural disaster, seismic event, something like that. And so we wanted to reinforce those areas and make sure that it was safe for people to come to if we had some sort of disaster. Well, the voters actually approved our bond back in 2017, and that was spelled out in a portion of that is that we were going to do some seismic upgrades. We were very fortunate that ESSER 3 actually came into play, and because we have tried for several grants to help with the cost so that we could do more, we were able to get approval using ESSER 3 funds to help offset bond funds and get more done. Architect was our architects on the project. Outlier was the general contractor, and all of the subcontractors and the contractors, they're working 7 days a week. Many of the contractors were on 10-hour days. We also, in addition to the planned project, we redid some restrooms that weren't supposed to be redone and things like that, just areas to try to make the learning space better. By far, my favorite part at Talent Elementary was when staff came back and they were just blown away. They couldn't believe, and I had several staff members come up to me and thank me for all the hard work and say that they just couldn't believe how much we accomplished in 2 months. And they were surprised that we were done, that we were going to finish in time. I wasn't at Talent Elementary when the kids came back. I wish I'd been there. But I was actually at Talent Middle School, and we had so many kids like peek in the gym, and they were, oh my gosh, it looks brand new. Is it bigger? It looks bigger. Things like that. And staff coming up and saying, wow, this is amazing. And it felt really good. It is beautiful. The floors are incredible. The lighting, especially the big gym, the black ceiling, the new ceiling and all of that. Yeah, I told Brent, I said, don't tell anybody I said this, but I think that Talent Middle School's gym's nicer than the high school's now. And Casey, the new principal there, said that he has never seen a middle school with that nice of a gym.